Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome to episode 2 of Hexxit. Those of you who may have already caught the first episode, little time lapse of my first hours. Basically ended up in a cave system but managed to get myself some fairly nice bits. Moved on a bit though since then and we are now living in Battle Tower. This actually started off as being one of the fairly derelict ones, so the loot that you actually get out of it isn't particularly good, but you've still got to go through battling all of the spawners, and they're basically massive holes in the floors and the walls, so you kind of almost got to build as you go just to actually able to have a platform to stand on while you're trying to break the spawners. However, conquered it and been carrying out some fairly extensive repair work on it as well, as you can probably see. We have windows, we have doors, we have no holes anywhere, so basically this is where I've moved in. So yeah, welcome to Lady Random's Tower of Awesomeness. So we'll go in here. Basically this is just the ground floor. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with this at the moment. Down here we are going to be having as the main storage area. So I've got some chests. I'm using standard chests and the trap chests, so I can try and get as much into a smaller space as possible. We've also got these here which are the crates. They hold sort of a reasonable amount of stuff. You can sort of dump bits in. It sort of tells you with an indicator there as to how full it is. So those I'll probably use for stuff you tend to collect in bulk, like the wood and dirt and gravel and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, the others and those are empty. For some reason you can have two next to each other, but you can't put sort of more than two together. It doesn't like it, so I've kind of arranged them a bit of a sort of crossy pattern, which I guess kind of goes with the pattern on the front of them, so all looks good. What I may do is take it down another level. This level I actually had to dig out, so it kind of reflects a little bit of what's going on above, but it is a little bit different. But I could put another level in, dig down, and I might put the nether portal down there, just so it's not going to make quite so much noise when I'm in the building. So I've put iron doors on just to keep the mobs out, so just put one just on this door here, and this goes up into what is sort of the main room at the moment. So I've got the bed set up here, a couple of furnaces, I've got chests with all the bits sort of been collecting up as we go. So yeah, got some ores and got some of the bits there. Now these are pretty interesting. These are meteor chips, and you get those by oh, Random's been killed by a minotaur. Never good. Oh dear, it's just come out. No! He's down there in a minotaur maze at the moment. We have got one of those near here, which I'll probably look at in the next episode. But yeah, he sounds like he's got a bit of a battle on his hands over there. Oh, go back to the game. Right, yeah. Anyway, back to the meteor chips. These are basically dug out of meteor blocks. What you get is sort of meteor strikes, and they can penetrate quite deep down in the earth. And if you break the blocks, and you need, I think it's an iron axe or above to be able to do that, you break those, and sometimes you'll get these meteor chips. These are pretty useful. You can do a few things with them. You can do some crafting. So if we just have a quick look at Meteor. So yeah, there you go. So red meteor gem. I haven't come across any of that yet. This is the fallen meteor. When it's sort of sparkling and it might have fire coming on it, which looks a bit like the texture of the meteor chip there, that's still pretty hot, so you don't want to be standing on that because that will set you on fire. When it's cool, however, it goes to sort of the grey look. With that, you can break it. I mean, you can break the hot one anyway, but you break that, and if you're lucky, you may get a meteor chip. You're actually more likely to get them from the ones that are still hot. What you can do with those is you can make the meteor armour, and you add the enchantment to it by right clicking, and what that actually does is, I think from memory when I played this before, it actually adds a magnetic property to your armour, which will attract sort of any sort of objects towards you. So if you're breaking blocks or anything like that, it will attract those to you. It's good. but it can be a bit of a pain in the backside when you're sort of breaking a lot of out of here, breaking a lot of blocks, because what will happen is you'll end up with sort of all of the blocks zooming around your head and you can't see what you're doing. However, if you're digging for sort of the rarer items, or you're trying to get sort of diamonds and stuff like that, which in fairness in this particular mod are pretty abundant, but it does mean that those will attract to you. So if you are sort of digging a bit of a precarious place, they're not going to drop off the side of a canyon or anything like that. So yeah, it's kind of handy. The other thing that you do with the meteor chips, which I think is probably the most important, and we've got enchanting table there. We'll come back to that again because the way the enchanting works in Hexxit is a little bit different from how it works in standard Minecraft. But if we go up here, and apologies, there are lots and lots of levels that I'm going to be doing something with. But yeah, your meteor chips, you can make something called a meteor shield. What that actually does is, get on the last level now, scrapping the roof. So yeah, that's the meteor shield there. So what that is 5 blocks of cobble, and you arrange that in the same pattern that you would a boat. Then you put redstone in the middle, and then it's 3 meteor chips along the top, and what that does is that creates your meteor shield. What this has is a range sort of around the area of where it almost creates, I guess, a force field. You can see it's sort of gathering energy at the moment. But what that actually does is if you have any falling meteors, it will actually protect the area sort of within range from being hit by the meteor, which is great. So, you know, if you've got a base, you don't want it to be smashed up by a meteor, and we'll go visit a meteor site. You can probably actually see one just down there, actually, which is a fairly good example of the extent of the damage. If you don't want that to happen to your base, then you want one of them. So, it's pretty easy to make. There are also some sort of meteor indicator torches that you can make, which will show you sort of what sort of range your meteor shield covers, because if you've got a really big base, you may need to have 2. They're dead easy to make. They're basically made in the same way as normal torches, but you're using meteor chips instead of the sort of coal or redstone, depending on what type of torches you're making. So make a few of those actually, and just try and see what area we're protected, because I've actually got a bit of a farm going outside, and I don't particularly want that to be hit either. So if we maybe take 10 of those, and I think we've got some sticks anyway. Put those there. There we go. So that's your protected land tester. So that is basically showing you sort of the range of your meteor shield. And a random has been slain by what? Haunted armour. Twice, apparently. Oh. Haunted armour is a pain. Occasionally with that I think you can actually get something off it, but it's not that great. But yeah, doesn't sound like you're going to want to go unequipped into the Minotaur maze. Right, so what we can do is we can start popping some of these down. As you can see, we're within range at the moment, so we know that certainly up to this area it's covered. So what we'll do is we'll go and pop a few around just to see how far our meteor shield is covering. So yeah, we're happy that it covers out to here. I don't particularly want to put it on the ice because it will actually melt the ice, so we'll put it in one from there and see whether we're covered here. Yep, covered around here. And we'll pop one there. At least we'll know how far we can actually expand out, should we wish to do so. Let's see if we can get it out to about here. Yep, this is good. It's actually got quite a good range. Oh, and here comes the snow. And one here. One here. And also you can get one up to here, or is this going to be too far out? Yep, still covering here. This is pretty good. We have actually got pretty good range, which is great. So we'll just dot a few about just so we can see. Now what we'll do, we'll head out this direction a little bit further and I'll show you what happens when it's sort of outside of the range. This is obviously covering a lot further than we thought. There we go, you see that one's gone out. So certainly from this point the meteor shield isn't covering the area, but yeah, it's covering a fairly big area. Only problem with these, I think, when you break them, that's it, you do lose them. But great, so we know, certainly for that extent, we're covered at least 2 out here. Let's pop another couple down. Yeah, you see, too far again with that one. As you see, they disappear. There we go. Right. Let's head back in. There we go. Right, so outside, set up a little bit of a farm. We've got some reeds going ready for making books and sugarcane. We've got a few cacti up there. We've got the main farm, so we're trying to grow the barley. We've got carrots and potatoes. We've got some of the, I think it's Geisel greens or Geisel greens. And let's breed these chickens while we're here, I think. Hello, chickens. You and you. Little bubba chickens, and start actually getting some food production going. There we go. There we go again. And we'll put you away. Now we did manage as well, while we were over here, to trap an ostrich. I think it's been kind of caught by accident. Trying to sort of push him out so we can have some freedom. But, doesn't look like we're going to, so let's see if we can kill him. And no, might need to go up, go around the other side. I don't actually know what ostriches give you. I think it's probably some form of, I don't know, whether you get meat or something like that from them, or feathers or what, but there we go. What do we get? We get raw beef and a feather. Oh, okay. So nothing particularly exciting then, but hey, never mind. Right, so yeah, so this is the farm area. So yeah, as I was saying, we sort of built the tower up, so we've got loads of room that we can expand sort of what we're doing. There's an awful lot of stuff involved with this particular mod. It's not as extensive as the Magic World one with all of the magic stuff, but you have got the Tinker's Construct, albeit it's a little bit of a basic version of it, and also the Bibliocraft. We've got a basic version of Bibliocraft in there as well. I think it was probably one of the earlier versions of it. So you have got a bit of an option for your potion stands, potion shelves and tables and stuff. I'll show you what we've actually got. Okay, so let's have a look at the Bibliocraft stuff. So just need to go in here, and I think it is at Biblio. There we go. So as it is, it's a fairly short list of things that you can actually make with Bibliocraft in this particular game, but it is using 1.5.4, I think, of Minecraft. So yeah, it's not the newest version, but you have got the armor stands, which are great. I think as well you can actually make sort of like the weapons, like the sword stone things. Let's actually go making some of those. So I've got a feeling that's with slabs, and I have got some slabs in here. It's either cobble slabs or it's stone slabs. Let's just have a quick look and see what happens when we put a few of those in a row. Absolutely nothing. Maybe it was 6. Nope. Let's have a look. Was it? I know it's sword something or other they were called. There we go. Sword pedestal. That was it. Totally wrong. Just stone. Okay, I don't think we've got enough stone to do that, but we might have some cobble that we can cook up. Possibly. Yes, we do. Let's leave you in there. Put you in there and you in there. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking I'll probably turn the level above here. So in this level, I'm probably going to turn into my armoury, because it'd be nice to make some of the armour, or sometimes when you're questing and you're exploring some of the buildings, you can actually find some of the armour in chests. So yeah, it's quite nice to sort of have it on display, and you can go and grab whatever it is you want from there. So that will be the plan. Yep, enchanting table as well. Might as well have a quick look at this while we're here. We've got a few levels. Let's go and grab some of the diamond gear and see if we can enchant it. Maybe try and get something on a sword. We've only got a sword level 19. But where are you? There you are. So we've not got a massive amount of levels. However, it should be able to give us an idea. And what you can do with this is you can carry on adding stuff once you have put an enchantment on. And it also has a repair function as well, so you either enchant or you repair. So you basically put your item that you want to enchant in there, and it will give you a list of all of the different enchantments that could be added. This will include some of the sort of fire aspect stuff and sort of the soul magic bits. So decapitate, that's always quite cool. It's actually quite good to get ahead, so let's see if we can put a decapitate level on. We've got enough. 24 levels it needs for that. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to put that on just yet, but I think looting is always a good one, so you can put magnetisation on there. Can we get looting on? Looting 1 it will let us have. What else have we got? So that's 9. Let's see if we can get unbreaking on there as well. So get unbreaking 1. Looting 1, and that's 15. That's costing us, so I've got 19 levels. Enchanting cost on this is 15, and we can go up to a maximum level of 32 on here. So we'll hit E for enchant, and there we go. Now I've got unbreaking 1, looting 1 on there. So a little bit different, but I actually quite like the way it works, because you at least get to actually choose what it is you want to put onto your weapons and tools. So it's kind of handy. It's just a case of making sure that you've got the levels for it. Some slime up there for some reason, and you can go in there, and you can go there. Right, so we could make a couple of armour stands while we're here. If I remember rightly, I think, nope, that is totally wrong. Let's have a look. Armour stand. If we go to video again. There we go, armour stand. 2 iron and stone slabs. Now we have got iron in here. We make 3 armour stands to start with. So you can go there, and there we go, 3 armour stands. We should go and put those upstairs. In fact, let's take the armour that we have got already, which isn't in there at all. So I'll need a little bit of armour. And we'll take that upstairs. And what we'll do is put 1, 2, 3. Right click on there and put you and you there. So what I'd like to do is actually get sort of the matching swords that go with the different types of armour, and I'll probably put the swords in front just so it sort of lines everything up quite nicely. So yeah, that's the start of the armoury at least. If we head back down, we'll make a couple of the sword stands. So hopefully, yeah, there we go. That'll do nicely. Thank you very much. There we go. Sword pedestals, there we go. We can take those up as well. Okay, so we'll put one there, and we'll have another one there. Can we get out? Okay, yes we can. I'm not going to glitch on that too much, are we? Perfect. So what we can do is go and get our sword and stick that in there and make ourselves an iron sword as well, just for effect, I think, for the iron one. Oh, that was the right chest. The iron sword. Quickly put an iron sword together. An iron sword. Now you do have to equip these in your hand in order to actually put them into the sword pedestal. But I'm sure we can do that. Okay, so where's my iron armour? So right click on that and that puts that in there. And so we could make some gold armour at a later stage, couldn't we? So we'll put our diamond sword in there. And all you do, just take it out, is right click it. Pretty cool. What I will do as well is I'll put some shelves up round and about that we can put stuff like bows and shields and things like that as we find them. So there we go. And I head back down. Put some of this stuff away. Now can we get those torches in there? Yes, we can. And we'll put you in there. We'll put you in there. And we'll go and see if we can grow some more chickens. Okay, well, what we shall do is, even though I've touched the diamond sword and I put it away, it seems to think it's on my back, which is slightly strange, but hey, never mind. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, everybody. We're going to call it a day here. We'll hopefully go and see if we can try and explore the Minotaur maze that is fairly near to where we are here, so hopefully that could be interesting. But until now, we'll see you all soon, and thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.